Happy Earth Day, guys. I thought for the occasion that I would show you my Chembuster and tell you a little bit about it. So, as some of you may know, I make Orgone energy generators, which can transmute harmful EMF like 5G in the home, and it's also beneficial to all biological life, including plants and including the earth. And as you may know, they like to spray our skies with yucky metals and toxins, and they say they're trying to control the weather, block out the sun, etc. But really, this is pollution. This is micrometals that it's going into our resources, our air, our water, our soil. So if someone claims to be a climate activist and they're not talking about the possible harms and dangers of geoengineering, they might either be one of the fake climate activists that are associated with the World Economic Forum, or they just don't know what's going on. So let's explain. So we have, and they have the gall to do this on Earth Day. They've been spraying our skies over Los Angeles very heavily all day, and I've had my rainwater tested against a friend's to see if my Orgone energy generators were making a difference in the fallen metals, and it turned out that his rainwater, which did not have any Orgone energy on the property, had 42 times more aluminum in it. So that told me that this really works, and this was before I even had a Chembuster. At that time I only had like 6 tower busters outside of my home. So that told me, oh, here's Darth, the little cat, to come say hi. Hi, Darth. Where was I? So yeah, this I didn't even have my Chembuster at the time I did this rainwater test, where I had these amazing results showing that this can possibly repel the fallen metals. But that encouraged me to keep going with Orgone. And yeah, there's these people, they spray and spray and spray, and it's like people like Bill Gates and those types of people that are behind this, and they say they want to block the sun and cool the earth. But just observe when they're doing it, and observe the temperature, and you'll notice that it's usually hotter and drier on the days when they're spraying, and on the days when they're not, we'll have natural beautiful clouds. And anyway, this Chembuster will help to repel the pollution as well. And Chembusters, it's a very major project to make one. It takes kind of hundreds of dollars of materials. And I have actually a blog on my website, wuwoman.com, about how to make one if you guys are interested, because it's like the more of these we have, the merrier. But even just having tower busters around your property and gifting them to local cell phone towers, like placing a tower buster within about 30 feet to a quarter mile of a cell phone tower, can help, because it's going to help to transmute the harmful EMF, and it works together. You may not realize the cell towers and the stuff that they're spraying up here works together to magnetize the ionosphere, and it's not to do good things. They want the 5G because it can connect you to AI, and the stuff they're doing in the skies is pollution. These metals should not be going into our air, food, and water. So if you guys want to learn more about Orgone energy and how to use it, definitely go to my site. And I have a lot of info in my first book, Synergy, A Modern Healer's Guide to Complete Bioenergy Wellness. I have an entire chapter about Orgone energy, but basically, in a nutshell, Wilhelm Reich, back in the day, made what he called a cloudbuster, and he discovered what he called Orgone energy, and he discovered that it was good at healing people when they were exposed to it, and also it had an effect on cleaning up what he called DOR, dead Orgone energy, in the environment, which is bad for the planet, bad for us. And so he made what he called a cloudbuster, where he had these metal pipes submerged in water. And what it would do is it would collect the dead Orgone energy from the atmosphere and bring it into the water. So his cloudbuster, it was not safe to touch it or handle it after, because it would collect all that dead energy, and it would have it actually in the apparatus, so when someone touched it after, they could get sick. But that's not the case with this. This is a modern chembuster. Now, Carl Wells in the 1990s took Wilhelm Reich's research, and he invented what he called orgonite, which is the Casimir effect that is created when you cast little metal shavings in a catalyzing resin that acts as a negative ionizing scalar energy generator, and then you can add crystals which add other healing properties and effects and can amplify and help to restructure this energy. So that essentially filters the energy instead of just collect it. So I can touch this and it's like completely safe to touch because it's a filter, it's not collecting it. So that is the difference between the modern chembuster, which invented by Don Croft, based on Wilhelm Reich's research. So yeah, Orgone energy is great for the environment. I can tell you guys that before I was working with this energy, I did not have this much plant growth around my place at all. It just makes everything want to grow. It's so good for the earth. So if you want to learn more, definitely check out my website, wuwoman.com. I have info on my blog about a chembuster, how to make it, how to make tower busters. You can get my book, visit the shop. I hope you guys have a great Earth Day. Thank you.